Senior Technical Sales Engineer at JA Solar, Francesco Liuzza, to share the next presentation. Francesco will share JA Solar's DeepBlue 4.0 Pro product platform, reaching best cost performance ratio in various applications. Welcome to TaiyangNews, Francesco. You may please share your presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for this invitation. Can you hear me clear? I think so. So I'm going to share my presentation. Okay. Okay, let me go through the full presentation here. Can you see my screen? I think so.
Yes.
Hope it's clear. It's in presentation mode. So welcome everyone. I'm Francesco Liuzza. I'm Senior Technical Engineer here in JA Solar, and today I'm going to present you all the latest improvements on design concept and technical features of our new generation of N-type TOPCon models named DeepBlue 4.0 Pro.
Just one thing, it is not yet in presentation mode.
Oh, okay. Now?
Yeah, better.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, my presentation is divided in three sections. First section showing JA product technology roadmap in order to give you an overview of what JA is doing in terms of technical improvements on technologies. Second part will be focused on the DeepBlue 4.0 Pro technical advantages and features. And the section 3 on models various analysis on different applications for the N-type second generation DeepBlue 4.0 Pro. Okay, JA Solar is actively improving technical research on PV models technologies. We came from the monoPERC age with the monoPERC P-type, first with boron, then with gallium doped technologies. And the status of the art was reached last year. And starting from 2022, JA was one of the first companies introducing TOPCon technologies into the market. Our patent name is called Bithium, as a name for our patent sales for TOPCon. And we started with a mass production of 25% of self-sufficiency in 2022 with the DeepBlue 4.0 first generation of our TOPCon production. And at the same time, starting from this year, JA is investigating and R&D level and also in production level on new other technologies. And we are proud to show next year some new improvement in heterojunction and type production. But this is not the topic of this presentation today. And also on back contact on N-type models. The futures will serve as further improvements in self-efficiency. So starting from 2025, JA will investigate a lot on new technologies like tandem perovskite technologies, and we will be able to introduce something new in the next years. Right now, we are focusing our capacity and production on N-type TOPCon, and we are now presenting the second generation that in 2023 is adding more value to JA Solar productions. As my colleague Wolfgang already reported, we are a fully integrated company, and so we can control our quality starting from the ingots production, then wafers, cells, and modules. Our most effort was done on increasing capacity this year, and we will reach a total capacity of around 90 giga of modules by the end of 2023. It means that more than 60% of our capacity will be focused on implementing TOPCon technology on our production lines, still keeping open a production for monoPERC, our DeepBlue 3.0 series, big enough for the market demand. The target for next year is to further increase our total capacity up to 100 giga and enlarge our ratio for TOPCon up to 70% of potential capacity for TOPCon generation. This means that now we are promoting and also showing to the market the latest the advantages of our second generation of N-type products called DeepBlue 4.0 Pro. The Pro is the secret of this second generation, and I'm going to present you the technical features behind this design concept. Right now, JA is able to reach a peak power on models up to 630 watts with a sales efficiency of 25.6% on mass production and 22.5% of models efficiency. The version that we are talking about is our new 72D42 based on a spatial rectangular wafer size that I will show you in the next slides. So all our models will be based on the same width, starting from the M10 concept, so 1 meter and 13 centimeter. And this is the longer version that we are now introducing to the market, up to 2 meter and 46 centimeter. The core technology is based on the cells, our bisim cells that is focused on N-type low oxygen silicon with the two-side anti-reflection films and super thin busbars with an efficiency right now in mass production of 25.6%, and efficiency will increase in the next month, and with a VOC of 728 millivolts. The core technologies of our DeepBlue 4 Pro is based on the adoption of super multi-bus bar up to 16 bus bars coming from the 11 bus bars of the first generation of N-type TOPCon for the 4.0 first production, according to the model's power and welding reliability, in order to improve light utilization and current collection, increasing self-efficiency and component power. So the concept that is behind here is to increase the density of the encapsulation technologies, also reducing the spacing between the cells in the same model string, and the adoption of spatial rectangular silicon wafer technologies that will be unique in case of JA Solar, and I will show you our strategy in the next slide. Actually, the scenario in the market for the model layout with different combination of cells numbers, so 54, 66, 72, and so on, and different model lengths that are more related to the standardization of the length and most dimension according to the round tables behind the big players in the PV market, are based on different wafer sizes. So you can see here that we are not talking anymore on classic square cells like M10 or G12, so 182 per 182 or 182 per 210 millimeter. But now we are seeing that all the PV manufacturers are applying rectangular, so bigger wafer size to the modules production, and at least in order to cover the different model layouts, the market still require at least 3 different sizes of silicon wafer that we can see all around these numbers. That is an overview of what the market is showing us right now. So inside one models, there is no the same cells dimension or wafer size dimension. And JA is taking this concept at a very high level in order to be able to cover all the market requirements and to improve the performances of their models. JA is now showing the new generation of rectangular wafer size, starting from the dimension of 182 millimeter per 199 millimeter, that we can cut in different ways, symmetric or asymmetric way. So if we cut this wafer size in half, so it means that we have rectangular half cut cells 182 per 99.5 millimeter, then we can combine these cells inside the new 72D42 630 watts. That is our biggest models in terms of peak power. And also we can combine this rectangular cells into our new format of 66D42, 580 watts, that is still keeping the length of 2 meters and 27 millimeters, that is allowing us to cover all the demand of the already existing design projects that cannot allow a revision in terms of new models dimensions. This is very important because JA is now taking care of all the market demands, and we are now introducing this new format in order to have a transition models and models format to cover the existing already designed projects that are waiting for maybe the authorization of the local authorities. On the second part, then we can asymmetrically cut these cells into two different dimensions. So 105 millimeter per 182. It means that we can have a rectangular wafer that is the half cut of a G12R standard, and then we use this format for the 66D45, 610 watts with the length of 2 meters and 38.2 millimeters. That is the new length standard defined in a recent roundtable between the PV manufacturing companies in July this year, where this format will be the standard for the utility scale models in the market. The other part of the cells then is used for other models, so the 72D40, 595 watts with a enlarged length of 2 meters and 33 centimeters, and for all our proposals for the residential market with 54 cells layouts with a length of 1 meter and 76 millimeters. So a little bit larger. Also in the residential market, we are reaching very interesting peak power up to 450 watts. That only 1-2 years ago, this power was related to a 72 models layout with a smaller cells configuration. This strategy, that is our big improvement in terms of industry, will allow us to meet the requirements of different products and cover 5 major models products in the industry. So it's also adding an extraordinary value because all our equipments can be compatible with this strategy, starting from the lingots cutting and wafering, an uniform material specification, and also a good quality control, starting from the wafer production and cutting. Standard model size that can be adopted to the market requirements with a lower integration cost and better system values. In terms of performance and generation value, all our DeepBlue 4.0 Pro are made and produced with the double glass technologies. So all our models, N-type models right now are based on double glass technologies. That means that we can guarantee up to 30 years the power performances with a first year degradation of less than 1% and an annual power degradation lower than 0.4%, adding more power generation to the model's production. Also, the high temperature behavior is improved. Our temperature coefficient for power is close to 0.3% per degree Celsius, improving the previous 0.35 percentage per degree of the mono-PERC technologies. Also, the bifaciality rate was improved up to 80%. That is 10% higher than the previous value reached with the mono-PERC. All our N-type models showed very good low irradiance behavior and characteristics. So with a low irradiance below 600 watt per meter square, the power generation gain is increased. And what about reliability? This is the main focus for JA, as Wolfgang already reported before. We are quite conservative in introducing new technologies into the market. We want to be sure that we are reaching the status of the art of this technology, and we can provide reliable products to the markets. This is proved by many reliability tests that we perform on our models and reliability stress test programs that we are participating in, especially for the PVL, the RETC, and also TV stress test. And we can see here an overview of the results in terms of stress tests like light elevated temperature induced degradation, LID, PID, thermal cycles, and so on. And we are always much below the standard losses, and we can deliver to the market very reliable products with the best performances. In terms of certifications, we are covered by all the certification for all the markets. And as I mentioned before, we are participating to all the extended stress test programs in the market. So feel free to ask and require the proof of our quality and reliability. Then our product range and our DeepBlue 4.0 Pro family, starting from the innovative rectangular format 182 by 199, can allow us to produce 5 different models type that are shown here. So all these products in different models layouts, starting from the 54 up to 450 watts, and the 60, 60, 42 for the existing project that there are required to be used to adopt a 2 meter and 27 millimeter length, and all the other proposals for the utility scales project 66 and 72 products are combined all together with the same reliability and quality. So 2024 for JA Solar will be a very important year in terms of showing the real capacity of our TOPCon new generation. And so starting from the residential market, we will be able to further increase our efficiency for TOPCon, and also in 2024 we will introduce a new generation of heterojunction technologies applied to the residential market. We will keep the mono-PERC production with a large version LRLB, single glass, so monofacial and bifacial for the mono-PERC until the market requirement will be enough. And for the utility scale project, we will be able to deliver the best quality and the highest peak power in the market for the TOPCon generation. Also, with the progress of encapsulation technologies, we will be able to introduce a monofacial N-type products in 2024. Right now, we are keeping the most reliable technologies of double glass and POE encapsulants in order to control the quality of the TOPCon cell. And all our products are based on this new rectangular wafer strategy and half cells technology. So it comes at the third part where we are focusing also our proposal, trying to reduce the costs in the projects. So especially for the utility scale projects where our TOPCon models are more dedicated, as Wolfgang already reported before, we are seeing that the demand of the utility is now moving to the TOPCon in order to reduce the cost of the projects and to increase the performances. In terms of LCOE, that is related to the cost composition for PV projects. In terms of PV models, we are participating in these improvements on the market, reducing the LCOE in terms of BOS cost, increasing the modulus efficiency and peak power of models, also reducing degradation and increasing performances in terms of high temperature, bifacial generation, and degradation rates. And also proving that the results of our performances and reliability and our reliability is completely proved by all the third-party programs that JEA is now adopting. In terms also of demonstration, we performed starting from the first experience of the DeepBlue 4.0 third generation of N-type TOPCon models. We started demonstration on site and comparing the results and the performances yield compared to the P-type generation. And we can see here one example made in 2021, 2022 in China, together with UV Nord, where we got an N-type average generation higher than 3.9% than P-type models. And this is something that the market is looking at, an higher performance with the best reliability and the best warranty in terms of performances for the project gain. And a second slide here is on another project also in China, together with UV Rayland, where we compared also our first generation of DeepBlue 4.0 compared to the P-type gallium doped technologies. And here we got 3% more electricity than P-type models. So we can finally declare that our DeepBlue 4.0 offers lower BOS and less LCOE costs, delivering great customer value. Here on this part, we can see that in terms of BOS and LCOE, comparing the new second generation DeepBlue 4.0 Pro for the TOPCon compared to the P-type models, we are reducing significantly the BOS and LCOE up to 4.5% and up to 6%. But also, we are improving our first generation of N-type models, the DeepBlue 4.0, with the Pro version, with the rectangular wafer, high density technologies as multi-busbar and higher efficiency cells with a reduced BOS and LCOE. We also are taking care of the compatibility in terms of compatibility of currents and voltage with the string inverters in the market. This is an overview of what the market is showing in terms of bigger string inverters higher than 300 kilowatts, and our 72D42LB 620 is still keeping a compatible current MP around 14.25 amperes, not too big, too high compared to the first generation of 575 watt versions, and still compatible with the original 15 ampere string inverters in the market. We also made some calculation in order to compare and prove the results of this BOS and LCOE calculations in different conditions. These are basic calculation here, comparing on the bottom left here a project with a tracker system 1P, comparing the first generation of N-type to the new generation and bigger models 666 D45LB and 72 D42 up to 630 watts with string inverters of 320 watts. Considering as baseline for this calculation the first generation of our N-type proposal. And so we can see here that combining the new generation of higher peak power models, so we can reduce the cost up to 3% here for BS cost and 1.47% for the LCOE. But these numbers can be also found also in different configuration like 2P fixed tilt projects. Same calculation and comparison here with a baseline compared to the first generation of N-type. And also we are focusing on the higher density of 2P trackers configurations that are now spreading a lot in China, and I think it will be also a good option in the European market for the future. And our 72D42, the bigger models up to 630 watts, will offer a significant reduction in terms of cost and LCOE. You can see here the calculation with the string inverters of 225 watts. But this kind of value that we are adding to our proposal is also can be calculated as well for the commercial and industrial rooftop stations. We are also developing in the future different models layout in order to cover the market demand, not to have all the sizes of the market, but to be able to provide all the solution to the market demand in the best way and with the best reliability. In terms of residential rooftop, we are adding values, as my colleagues have reported before, adding 25 years product warranty to the smaller models, 54 cells, and we can produce them with silver frame, black frame, and full black. And we are seeing also that the residential market is asking high efficiency models more than before, and so our 54D40 up to 450 watts will be also the perfect solution for the residential applications. Okay, this is all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. If there are questions, I'm here to provide you all the answers.
Yeah, thank you, Francesco. That was a very, very nice presentation, and there are lots of questions in the chat. Probably I will just pick up one and just go with it, and the rest probably you could answer in the chat directly.
Yes,
so
sure.
One about what are the, this is from Mehul Rahul. What are the measured degradation values for TOPCon modules already installed in the field?
Measure degradation means overall, or I mean, we are observing degradation that are compatible what we are guaranteeing in our degradation warranties. It means that we are not observing degradation higher than the first year 1%. We are observing, especially for the first year, degradation according to LID degradation values that are 0.5%, not more, in the first year, and all the yearly degradation observing what we installed in 2022 and now in 2023. So our history and observation started from the first generation of our N-type proposal, and we are observing degradation that are completely compatible with what we are declaring and our quality performances.
Okay. Also, just one quick one, I'll just quickly ask. This is from Shrest. He's asking, what is the module manufacturing capacity planned in the USA? Is it just module or also fully integrated facility from
I think it will be models facility. I'm not sure. Maybe Wolfgang can support me, but I think that the capacity will be around 2 giga per year. So we are still waiting some details from the company for the planning of this new factory in Arizona.
So this is the module right now?
I think, yeah, module, yeah.
Okay.
Modules.
Okay, great. Thank you, Francesco. I would request you join Wolfgang in the chat, and there are lots of questions you could probably answer there till we
I'll do it
end the executive panel. Yeah.
Thank you very much. See you later.